Nick asked me to come tonight just to kind of go through some resources if you know families and folks that need things that, and of course like the big pot events that we do on the weekends like we did at Valdosta High School this weekend, anybody who was in need of food saw how many folks show up for those. We had to shut our line down by 8:30 in the morning and we planned for over 1,000 families. So that's over $500,000 worth of food that went out in less than 4 hours. So it is a huge commitment to do. We are very well supported in the community for doing those things. Our next one will be at Thanksgiving. But if you know families and folks that are in need any day of the week, you can go to the food bank's website, which is feedingsga.org. And I'll hang around till after the meeting. There is a help button on the front of it that you can search for food pantries by your zip code, and it will show you local resources that are available. If you know senior citizens that may need assistance, we operate a program called CSFP, which is Boxes for Senior Citizens. We are allocated from the state of Georgia 1,435 of those boxes for the South Georgia community. And there is a waiting list to get on that, but if you do have a need, please call to find that information where you can reach those resources in that. We operate 54 feeding locations for children every day in South Georgia, which feeds anywhere from 3,500 kids on a slow day up to 7,000 kids in the summertime. If you need resources or need to know how to register for those programs, they're operated at places like our YMCA's and our Boys and Girls Clubs and a lot of different after-school programs that we operate throughout South Georgia that we will be glad to help you, connect you with those resources. We have over 300 churches and nonprofit organizations that partner with Second Harvest on an annual basis. So we do have a lot of places that we can get families to and need really, really quickly on the food process with it. Did you want to do anything about long-term recovery?
Yeah, please.
Okay. One of the other things Nick asked me to talk a little bit about long-term recovery from Hurricane Helene with the local COAD, which is our community organizations active in disaster. Kind of bring folks up to date on what we're doing with that right now. The state of Georgia and GEMA has just allocated their case managers to a company called Tetra Tech, and they will be working in Lowndes County in the next 3 to 4 weeks. You will be seeing information go out locally asking if you need assistance still with repairs and things of that nature, and the case management work will begin here on that end of it. And if you need more information on that, we'll be glad to meet with you after the meeting on the back end of that as far as that goes. So thank you very much for that, and I'll hang around with the meeting if anybody has any questions on that.
Thank you.